Hi everyone and welcome back to English with Malik. I'm back with a very important lesson today. Today's lesson we will talk about the most common errors in English, especially in grammar. This is a lesson which is especially important for those students who are appearing in any kind of competitive exam, those who are appearing in kind of entry test for admission at university. Also for those students who are preparing for their matriculation examination or their intermediate examination or their university exams, because such kind of sentences, such kind of errors that we are going to study today, they normally come in all of these kind of examinations. These are the sentences which at first look okay, we feel that there is no problem with the sentence, but there is actually a problem with that sentence. So we'll study the most important ones today. Hopefully you'll learn and enjoy today's lesson. Well, let's begin with our first sentence. The first sentence is, she is married with an engineer. On the surface, this sentence seems okay, but there is a mistake. And what mistake is that? Well, whenever we say married, we say not with, but we say married to. Okay, so the right expression that we have, and which is a fixed expression, okay, we always say she is married to an engineer, or she is married to a doctor, she is married to a businessman, okay, stuff like that. So married is with, to, not with, okay. The sentence, second one is, if I will visit London, I will visit you. Okay, this is a sentence which we study in conditional type 1. So what problem do we have in this sentence? Well, generally when we study this sentence and if we try to translate it into our mother tongue, we feel okay, there is no problem. But there is a problem. And the problem is with this part. This is called if clause. Whenever we have a sentence with if clause and a sentence with when clause, which is conditional type 1 sentence, we never use will. We never use will in if clause. Okay, we say we use present indefinite in if clause and we use future indefinite in main clause. So this sentence will be, if I visit London. Okay, the right sentence will be, if I visit London, I will visit you. Okay. The third is, every student is intelligent in class. Okay. This sentence also seem okay because we are talking about a class, we are talking about students. But remember that there is an issue with this sentence, and the problem is with this every. Every is an indefinite pronoun, and with indefinite pronoun like every, which is used for singular, okay, when you say every, then you never use s. This s will be a wrong point here. So the correct will be, every student is intelligent in class. Okay. The fourth is, although it was raining but we went out. Okay, no problem with that. Although it was raining, this is a contrasting sentence. So although it was raining but we went out. Generally a lot of people say this, okay, and they feel that it's okay, but there is a problem with this sentence, and the problem is, whenever we are using although in a sentence, we never use but. We never use but. This comma is functioning for the difference between these two parts of sentences. So we say, although it was raining, we went out. These are the contrasting ideas which we always tell without but. So if you are, for example, if this sentence come in any competitive exam or in your entry test, just remember that with although, we never use but. Normally in translation it seems okay, but this is a wrong use as per English grammar. Then we have, it's Sunday morning. Okay, it's a small sentence, just 3 words. What's the problem with that? Well, the problem is with this part. This is a possessive pronoun. Okay, it's when you say, this shows a possession. Over here, we need it's with apostrophe. So actually, this is it is Sunday morning. This is a contraction that we need. We can never use it's at this place. We always have to use comma with s. So it is Sunday morning. Then we have parents work for their children. Okay, if you read this sentence, uh, the sound of the sentence seems okay. Parents work for their children, but there is an error, a hidden error, and the error is with this part. Okay, this is a demonstrative pronoun. Okay, we cannot use a demonstrative pronoun over here because here we need a possessive pronoun. We say their, Their. So parents work for their children. Okay, not There. The next is this is the most unique dress. Okay, I feel for most of the students this will seem okay. This is the most unique dress. There seems no problem in this sentence. But remember, when we are using words like unique, okay, such words do not need any kind of superlative degree. You can never use a superlative degree with a word like unique. So this is the unique dress, or it would be better if we say this is not even we say this is a unique dress. Okay, so this is a unique dress, not this is the most unique dress. Then we have me and Smith went to the mall. We say generally me and Smith and me. This is used a lot in the spoken language, but grammatically this is a wrong sentence. We never say me and Smith. We say Smith and I. Smith and I, because this is the part which is a subject part of a sentence, and we need a subject pronoun. Like I is a subject pronoun. Me is an object pronoun. Me can come in object. It can never come in subject. Secondly, when we have two subjects, we say that we talk about the other person first. Like Smith and I went to the mall, not me and Smith went to the mall. The next sentence is she is beautiful than her. What's the problem? Let's guess. She is beautiful than her. Where is the problem? The problem is with this word. Okay, THEN then is used for next. Okay, for something that is coming after. When we are comparing, okay, we say that THAN. She is beautiful than her. Okay, and another thing is we'll have to use more here. She is more beautiful than her. Okay. Then we have a greater amount of people were present. A greater amount of people were present. In this sentence, there is a common error, and that error is related with this word. When we talk about people, people are actually countable. Okay. So when we talk about countable people, things, we say a greater number. A greater number of people were present. Okay, amount is used for uncountable. Okay, so you say a greater amount of rain, for example. Okay, that would be right in that case. Then we have there are less dresses. Okay, the problem with this sentence is again over here. This is another problem of countable and uncountable. Less is used for uncountable words, not for countable words. We say there are fewer. There are fewer dresses because few is used for countable words. I did not saw him yesterday. That's, I suppose, easy, but for young learners, this is also an issue. When we are using did not, which is a negative form of past indefinite tense, we can never use second form. We must use first form. I did not see him yesterday. So when you are using did not in a negative sentence, you must use first form of verb. You can only use first form with a positive sentence like I saw him yesterday. But with a negative, it will be I did not see him yesterday. Then we have the shirt is too enough for me. Okay, the shirt is too enough for me. The common error falls here. The shirt is too enough for me. You can't say something like this. You have to use an adjective like the shirt is too big for me, for instance. Okay, we do not use enough because too and enough are kind of adverbs. Then we enjoy to go for walk after dinner. Okay, this particular sentence talks about one particular structure, and that is, yes, gerund. Enjoy is a word which is used with gerund. And you know, with gerund, we always use ing form of verb. So we say, we enjoy not to go, but going. With all the gerund words, we use going. We enjoy going for walk after dinner. So gerund takes ing form. Infinitive takes to form. It is Sam's and Peter's car. Okay, this is about apostrophe and position. It's a very simple idea that we do not talk about when we are using position. We only use position or apostrophe with the second person. We say it is Sam and Peter's car. Okay, we can't use this apostrophe at both places. We can't say it is Sam's and Peter's car. Rather, we say it is Sam and Peter's car. Then we have each of the cars are fast. Okay, this sentence on the surface seems okay. Each of the cars, we are using cars, we are using are. So cars is plural, therefore we are using are. But the problem is that this are is related with each, which is again an indefinite pronoun, but it is used for singular. So we say each of the cars is fast. With each, with every, we only use singular. We can't use plural verb with them. This is the police is coming. Uh, the police is actually a collective noun, and when we talk about words like police in general, we never use is. We always use are with it. So it's a very common mistake that normally people make, and it comes a lot in examination, like I said, competitive exams or entity exams. And then we have she couldn't decide among the two colors. Okay, on the surface, again, this seems okay, but the problem is with this word, among is not used for two things. Okay, when we use two things, we use between. We say she couldn't decide between two colors. So when there are two things, use between. When there are more than two things, then you can use among. For example, she could not decide among many colors, a lot of colors. That would be right. It is an European brand. Okay, this seems okay that we are using an, which is an article with European, which is starting with E, okay, but don't be mistaken. European is not a vowel sound, okay? The vowel sounds are different. Sometimes we have a spelling, but the spelling is different and the sound is different. In European, the sound is yeah, European. Therefore, we cannot use N here. We have to use it is a European brand. Like for example, we have another word like university. Okay, so if you say he is an university student, that's wrong. He is a university student. So don't get fooled with letter E, like we say A, E, I, O, U are vowels. Well, they are, but it is the sound which is important. Ask him to sit besides me. Okay, ask him to sit besides me. So I feel it's okay, huh? Not really. The word beside, okay, this word besides mean further, next, then, something else. The right word is beside. This beside mean next to. We do not use s in this sentence. A bee sting can be deathly. A bee sting can be deathly. Yeah, some people think so. So can it be deathly? No, it can never be deathly. It can be deadly. The right word is deadly. A bee sting can be deadly, not deathly. I have been in US since 3 months. Okay, this is a sentence which is using since. Well, when we use since, we use a starting point of something. 3 months is a quantity of time. Remember this always. In a sentence like present perfect continuous or present perfect, we use since and for. Since we use for starting point of something. For we use for quantity of time. Here we have quantity of time. Quantity of time is like 3 months, 1 hour, 5 years, 10 days. They are all quantity of time. A starting point is like January 1993, Tuesday, 5 o'clock. They are all a starting point. So we do not use since here. We use for. I have been in USA for 3 months. I will be 30 in January 13th. Okay, I will be 30 in January 13th. There is an error, and that error is with this preposition. When you talk about a day, a particular day, we never use in, rather we use on. I will be 30 on January 13th. She is more tall than Maria. It's a comparison, When we do comparison, what do we do? Well, we use a comparative form. Tall is a word that has already a comparative degree because it has one syllable, tall. So the words which have one syllable, they are changed with er, like tall is with taller, like rich is with richer, big with bigger, okay, nice with nicer. But there are also words which are more than one syllable, like beautiful, beautiful, 3 syllables. So we say more beautiful, comfortable, comfortable, important. So the words which have one syllable, we use not more with them, but rather we use er. So she is taller than Maria. Then we have, I don't want to lose the job. Okay, why are you afraid of it? We shouldn't lose the job. But what's the problem with this sentence? Well, the error is with this word. This is not the right word. The right word or the right spelling is LOSE. I don't want to lose the job. Okay, something can be loose, like for example you say the shirt is loose, which goes for the adjective. We need a verb here, not the adjective. Okay, so far so good. So these are some of the most common errors in English. There are a lot more as well, and I might make another video lesson for more of the common mistakes, but these are the ones, and okay, this is it. We have seen some of the most common mistakes or errors that come into, like I said, in competitive exams or entry-test exam, or in actually even in some of the language exams too. So please do practice them, do notice them, review them, and remember the rule or the point that I have explained in these mistakes. I may come with another of the video lesson with some of the most common mistakes as well. Okay, until then, bye.